Let me just say it here, Brooke. If this gets called the iPhone Air, I want credit. I think that would be an interesting name for it. But let me get to the rumors. The reports that the next generation iPhone could have a thinner, rounder design. Now, I actually spoke to a source who said the iPhone 6 would come in two sizes. Both sizes would be bigger than the current iPhone. Don't have the specific numbers, unfortunately, but Bloomberg did put out a report today. They said that one model would have a 4.7-inch display. That's compared to the current 4-inch screen. You're looking at it right there. Bloomberg also cited a larger model that's a 5.5-inch version. Put that in perspective, Brooke, that's comparable to the Galaxy Note. So, we're seeing that if these were announced, these would be the largest iPhones to date. And we're really seeing that trend that people want a bigger screen. Apple seems to be, and we can't confirm this, but taking note. A lot of competition out there.
Of course, when I see the large screen, my first thought is, great, that's more screen to crack when I drop my phone. But those of us who don't do that, that's good for you. Do we know when these new iPhones might be announced?
The iPhone announcements, they tend to happen in the fall. People always like to say with the Worldwide Developers Conference that happened in June, people hope for it, but it always kind of is pushed to the fall. It's happened the last couple years, so we'll probably learn more about it then, Brooke.
Okay, then the other thing, and I know we've talked about this before, right? So on the iPhones, you have the headphone jack, and we know the news that Apple just bought Beats by Dre, the headphone company, and there have been these rumors swirling that this headphone jack on the iPhone will go away because you don't necessarily need the cord for these Beats headphones. What's the truth?
Look, the Beat acquisition gave Apple access to music licensing, to talent. Now, the rumors that if Apple did get rid of the current headphone jack, the headphones would actually connect through the Lightning port. That's where you actually charge your phone. That doesn't seem to make sense now, but Brooke, it could make sense long term. Getting rid of it would provide space, used for battery life. And if they did this, think about this, Brooke, anyone building headphones for the iPhone would have to pay Apple for licensing fees. People might not be that happy. You might have to get an adapter. That would not be good. Headphones might not work on new devices. So, I think this might be speculation, but this isn't completely unreasonable.
Okay. What about iWatch, iTelevision? I'm keeping you here. I'm putting you on the spot. But do we know anything more about that?
There's always a speculation because we want the next big thing from Apple. So many times you remember when Steve Jobs used to get on stage and he'd say one more thing and he would come out with this mind-blowing device that you had never even heard of. We want this. I will say Google I/O is tomorrow. People are thinking about this. People are looking at wearable technology, looking at tech moving beyond the screen. So there's a lot of pressure for Apple to actually be able to do this, for Apple to deliver this. That being said, I have a feeling in the fall it's going to be all about the iPhone. That tends to be how these things go, Brooke.